Yes, sir, baby. Pound 5.1 on the Radar Radio. Yo, special guest in the building. Syracuse in the building. The man himself. Scorey in the building.
Yeah, it was good, y'all.
What's up, bro?
Nothing.
I feel like people got to give Syracuse and the North more respect right now.
Yeah, it's gonna come though. People start realizing there's some hot shit going on up there.
Because I've been having people from, like, Syracuse come by. I've been having people from Buffalo come by, Rochester. And I feel like beforehand, like, a lot of people used to, like, discredit, like, the North and, like, the impact on music and the culture. But, like, there's so much talent coming out of there right now. Obviously, yourself, you know, out of Rochester, you got, like, Benny the Butcher and Griselda.
I think they
Buffalo,
from
I mean.
Buffalo, yeah.
Yeah, the Buffalo and that Rochester class murder and a bunch of them. I like what the North got going on right now.
Hell yeah. Yeah, like I said, it's gonna come. People gonna start realizing.
Do you feel like you guys are getting there yet, or do you feel like y'all still kind of like not you yourself, but like the North as a whole? Do you feel like y'all still feel kind of underrated in that?
Yeah, definitely underrated, but yeah, it's alright though. It felt like it's a lot harder to come up out of there than like anywhere else because it's so small.
Right.
Yeah, so it's like harder to build a fan base from out of Syracuse and stuff like that.
Right, because if you ever been to Syracuse, it's like a decent sized city, but it's not, you know, like.
It's pretty small. You could get from one side of town to the next. You could get from the north side to the south side in like 5 minutes.
What part of Syracuse you from?
Southwest.
Okay, got you. He's throwing up in the corner. I find your story so interesting because you really kind of blew up during the pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
Like 2020, obviously that's when you really first started getting noticed. During that time, and because like I know like a lot of labels when they sign like young artists from that time, they're like called pandemic babies because like obviously, you know, that's when you first came up. For you kind of coming up during that time and blowing up during that time, was it weird because obviously, you know, you're not able to perform as much, you're not able to do all that. It's mostly just like internet stuff that you're.
Yeah, it was definitely weird. Like I didn't even when I signed my deal, I didn't even sign like a real paper. Like I had to sign it on a phone, like DocuSign. You know what that is?
Yeah. You did like a Zoom call type situation?
Yeah, like Zoom call, like signing stuff on my phone. Like I ain't have no real like label meeting, sign a real paper in person and stuff. It was like all through the phone, so yeah, it was tight weird. I ain't never seen nothing like that before.
They didn't have you didn't get the proper label meeting with like the champagne bottles and like, you know, the skinny glasses and all that shit like that. It was all through Zoom.
Hell yeah.
That must have been like, I mean, obviously it's a great feeling, but at the same time it's kind of like weird because you got this huge video out. Obviously, you know, you got the cosigns from Polo, Tjay's in the video too, and then like it's just not being able to perform that.
Yeah, it's alright though. It all worked out.
It definitely did, and you know, it was crazy because like when I was rewatching the video earlier today, I'm like, it's weird that I never like. I knew Tjay was in the video, but I was like, I could have sworn you and Tjay had like music out already too, but there isn't.
Yeah, no, he never made nothing yet. But I'm gonna try. I was trying to get him on a remix to that song that he was in the video in, but it ain't really work out.
It just didn't happen, not yet.
Yeah.
Soon.
Yeah.
Right now we on tour with NLE, right?
Mm-hmm.
First of all, congratulations. That's a dope ass tour to be on.
Thank you.
Obviously yourself, Easy's on that tour. How many dates have we done so far already?
I think I did like 8 so far.
8 so far?
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite moment of the tour yet that you could think of off the rip?
I ain't gonna lie. Last night they was lit in Boston. That was probably like the best. The
best crowd so far?
Yeah. They was lit in Boston.
You know New York gonna be the best crowd. You feel me?
Yeah, I heard it's like hard. I heard New York be having tough crowds. Like I heard it's hard to sell out like venues in New York.
Definitely, but this is also kind of like your home. You know, it's your home state too.
Yeah, that's a fact.
How did you get approached to come on this tour with NLE?
I think him and Polo like got a real relationship and stuff. So I think he probably just thought about me because of Polo probably. But they just hit my manager one day out the blue and asked me if I wanted to come on the tour. I said yeah.
Word, that's dope. It's funny because when I'm on your Twitter and I'm like reading the replies on your Twitter, it's all just like your fans asking for all this unreleased music that you've been previewing. Like I know the big one right now is the Adele one. Yeah. Right? That's the big one. What was the other one that I wrote down? You said you want to work on a Wait For You remix too?
Oh, yeah. I just thought about that last night.
What's going to come? Is the Adele song going to come out?
Yeah, that's probably gonna be my next drop. I'm waiting for Ryan Lynch to finish the video.
Okay. Oh, so you already have the song's done. You just waiting for the vid to be done for that too.
Mm-hmm.
That's fire. And the Wait For You remix is just something that you thought about the other night?
Yeah. Yeah, last night I was listening to the song. I was thinking about it.
I like how you've been like remaking like some of like older songs. Like one song in particular was the I Die Young, the Band Perry song.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was hella interesting because like it was kind of like out of left field because I wouldn't have expected that song out of all the ones that you could have possibly remade. So where did you kind of get like what was the idea behind remaking that, and was it easy to get that cleared? Because I can only imagine.
Yeah.
She said she's like, no, it's not easy.
Yeah, no, it wasn't easy to get it cleared. I don't know how. I just remember hearing it like when I was younger. I remember hearing that song, and I was listening to beats one day, and I just thought about it like I was thinking I need to do something different. Like I wanted to do something different, and then that just popped in my head one day, and I thought about it. So then I posted the snippet. Posted the snippet on Instagram. Then, like, I think the song got leaked. So it been leaked for like a year, but like a couple, like I say like 6 months ago, somebody threw it on TikTok, and it started like somebody DM me on Instagram, and they like, your song got it's a TikTok with like 1 million views to your song. So I looked on there, boom, one TikTok had like 1 million views. I looked at another one, it was like 2 million views. Another one like 3 million views. So I was like, all right, I'm about to post it myself. So I posted a TikTok to it myself. Boom, it shot out to like 9 million views. So I was like, oh yeah, we gotta drop this. Then my label had hit up the Band Perry and stuff for the clearance, and we ended up getting it cleared. Shot a video to it, dropped it.
Did you have to like talk to any of them? Like, did you get to speak to any of them?
Yeah, yeah, we was talking to them. I didn't speak to them personally, but I know like the singer Kimberly, she followed me on Instagram and stuff.
Oh, so she fucked with the record then?
Yeah, I think so.
I think so. I'm sure that they gave you a hard time, but at least the song came out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I love that it was like part of the 2-pack with the Girls Love Rod Wave, because the Girls Love, when I saw the name Girls Love Rod Wave when you dropped it, it reminded me of like when Drake had like the Girls Love Beyonce.
Yeah, that was supposed to be. That was like
that was on purpose.
Yeah.
So you got that idea from, I guess, when Drake had done the Girls Love Beyonce joint.
Yeah, he made Girls Love Beyonce. Then Rod Wave had a record called Girls Love Drake.
Okay.
So then I made a Girls Love Rod Wave. Hopefully somebody will make a Girls Love Scorey next.
One day it's gonna come.
Yeah.
You know who I really like seeing you up with too? I love Joe Kenji.
Yeah, I fuck with Joe Kenji.
How did you and Joe Kenji first meet? Because I know you went on tour with him too earlier this year, right?
Yeah, I was working with Internet Money. Internet Money had hit me, John from Internet Money. That
Shout out John, yeah.
Then he was like, yeah, Nick Mira want to get in the studio with you. So I got in the studio with Nick Mira one day. Then the next session, they had brought Joe Kenji in there. So me and Joe Kenji had worked on stuff. And then the first record we ever made was that Finders Keeper record.
Nice.
Then we dropped it and went crazy.
You got any more stuff with Dro in the stash?
Yeah, I got a couple songs. It's like every time we link up, it be fire.
I feel like you and Dro have like a very similar work ethic too.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Dro just be putting out like an album every couple months, but I feel like the way that you be dropping and teasing singles, like how we was just talking about the Adele record, and then obviously the Wait For You, and like you just putting out mad snippets. I feel like y'all both in that same like kind of space when it comes to like the work ethic and how much like y'all be creating on a day-to-day basis too.
Yeah, we both like on the up and coming. So
you find it hard to create while on tour?
You
feel like you get too busy?
It's like right now, I really got so much unreleased that I really don't even have to really go to the studio that much. So I'm in a good place with that right now. So I ain't been to the studio in like a minute, but I just gotta work on dropping all them songs now.
Right. Because I know like a big thing that like I see people talking about online is like obviously you don't have like you have like EPs out, but like we don't have like an album out yet.
Yeah.
And I know that's obviously gonna come eventually too.
Yeah, that's it. Anytime I post on like Twitter or something, it don't matter what I post about. They just be like, don't care, drop the album.
Did they ever reply with, the video of the two people arguing in the street where he's like, all you got to do is drop the album?
Yeah, I seen that.
I feel like that's definitely been in your replies on Twitter.
Yeah, Twitter, Instagram, I see that all the time.
Do you feel any type of pressure to put out a project right now, or are you kind of like, where's your head at?
I definitely got to drop a project. I definitely want to.
We got Rolling Loud Miami coming up, bro.
Hell yeah.
You got to have some new stuff to perform out there.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Are you excited for that?
Hell yeah, I did South by Southwest Rolling Loud, but I never did like real Rolling Loud before though.
The like official Miami one, yeah.
Yeah, so this is gonna be my first one.
Are you nervous?
Nah, not really.
You ready for it?
Yeah, I don't be nervous performing no more.
Did you see? I'm sure like because like I said, like in 2020 when you kind of blew up, you didn't have like that kind of beginning part where you were like performing like just at first. But when was your first show back? You remember what your first show post COVID was?
I think it was in Arizona.
Okay.
With Polo. Yeah, like a show I was opening for Polo on.
How do you feel like you did?
It was good. That was like before people really like knew my music though. So it'd be like a little awkward, but it was alright though.
When do you feel like you finally got like that comfortability to like in front of the crowd?
Shit, just now, like recently on this tour, cause I feel like everywhere I be going now, they be knowing for the most part, be knowing my songs, a lot of them. So that's really it. Like when I see that people be messing with me, then I be more comfortable. Right.
Cause I saw some vids from the Kenji tour. You look pretty comfortable on stage.
Yeah.
I fucked with the venues that Dro did because I feel like the ones that he did, they were like they reminded me of like the early 2000s like rock shows. You know what I'm saying? Like underground, low ceilings, mosh pits. Like I fucked with how that tour looked.
Yeah, it was like up close and personal.
Do you, with your music, obviously like when you listen, it's very clear that like you have like that like rock background, rock influence in the music. Like even some of the stuff earlier, I was like, yo, this sounds like some Blink-182 beat flipped.
Yeah.
What were you listening to, I guess, early on and when you first started coming up that kind of influenced your rock sound?
Yeah, I used to listen to a lot of rock like growing up. Like 303. What's it called? I used to listen to Paramore. I like Paramore. Misery Business. What's it called? What's that whole album that they got with Misery Business on? It's called Riot, I think.
Right, yeah. With the black and white cover and the writing everywhere, yeah.
Yeah, so I like Paramore, 303, Linkin Park, stuff like that.
The first album I bought was the Linkin Park and Jay-Z Collision Course album.
Yeah.
mad random, but that was the first album I ever paid for with my own money.
Hell yeah.
I think people sleep on 303's impact on like a lot of shit too, in terms of like, they were rapping. They were rapping and kind of mixing that like alternative sound too. People sleep on like how much they kind of did for like young artists like yourself who are into that type of lane now.
Yeah, 303 was fire.
Did you ever get to see them live?
Nah, I don't think only like person I ever seen live growing up was Drake.
That was the only person? Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that was the only. That was the first and only show you went to before everything. That's crazy. You remember what tour it was?
Nothing Was the Same.
Nothing Was the Same. Oh, that's a legendary one too.
Yeah.
One day we're gonna have that Drake and Scorey.
Hell yeah.
You never got to meet him yet, right?
No, I never seen him before.
One day.
Yeah, hopefully if you see this Drake.
If you see this Drake, tap in. Cause he got the Girls Love Rod Wave, you know what I'm saying? It's clear. It's very clear the influence there.
Hell yeah.
So what else you working on? So obviously we got the Adele single coming out soon, album on the way. I'm assuming we got more music with like obviously Dro, Polo, all that stuff in the stash.
Yeah.
What else are we kind of working on?
Shit, really just working on dropping music. Like I said, I got a lot of unreleased. I got too much unreleased right now, so I'm really just working on dropping videos, working on putting a project together. So yeah, it's like I just got too much stuff I need to drop right now.
Right.
I just need to feed my fans.
Also, something I like to do, especially when when we talk about New York artists, is there anybody from Syracuse that you think we got to be on the lookout for coming out the city? Anybody that, any of your peoples maybe that we got to be tapped in with?
Oh yeah, my boy Lil Rock right here.
My man's right here.
He gonna get on his rap shit soon. What's it called? Yeah, shout out my boy Washi. He passed away.
Rest in peace.
Yeah. Probably some artist called Leak in the Cut. He was good. Tommy. I forgot his real.
His rap name.
Yeah, I forgot his rap name, but his name Tommy though. He alright. Yeah, I think that's about it though.
Dope. Well, bro, look, I appreciate you being here. You know what I'm saying? Looking forward to Adele finally dropping so the fans can finally leave you alone. But before we sign off, let the people know they can follow you at. Anything else you want to let them know? This camera right here.
So you can follow me on Instagram, Scorey, Scorey. Twitter, Scorey. YouTube, look up Scorey, Sorey. You can find all my videos and stuff like that. And yeah, pretty much.
All right, make sure you go follow him, go show him love, go run up Adele when it's out. Love and support, all that shit is free. Follow him, run that up. Till next time, Scorey on the radar, Power 5.1. Boom.